So here's another thing that people don't think about. Shut up with the stupid light seat out there, Eddie. Alright, so you actually think you're cleaning stuff before you get in your car, but you're not. You're missing stuff. If you actually had something on there, it's not going to get clean. You missed something. You always miss something. It's just being absent-minded or not even thinking. If you brought your own gloves, like I was saying, winter gloves like these, something like these, work gloves, wear these. Don't wear the surgical gloves. Wear these, and then you can just throw your glove up on the dashboard. And you can just throw your glove up on the dashboard and let the sun heat it up. Or the other thing you do is you go in your car, and when you're driving around, turn your heat to max. Put things in the vent. 160 that glove is sitting at right now. 160 degrees. I believe it's 140, 150 that kills the virus. That thing is sitting at, this is the top of the glove now. 160, that's the top of the glove. 160, 165. I drove about 15 minutes. 165. If anything was on that glove, it's probably dead. Probably dead. The TP down there, 101, 100 degrees. This glove sitting here, 85. Let's see my Jello. Oh, I don't want to see that so high. 90 degrees. 106 degrees that door. 110 degrees that door is. 146 degrees. I've been driving for about 20 minutes with the heat just on max. Let's see my pant leg. What is my pant leg at? 102 degrees. So heat over time does kill this. At 160 or whatever that was up there, 160, it kills it. Oh, I don't want to look at my lemon stuff. All right, that's surviving a little better. So if you really want to kill everything that's in there, let's see the steering wheel. Steering wheel's at 103. Let's check the mirror. 110. So I drove to the store with the heat on full blast, and I left the store with the heat on full blast. So the killer of this virus is drying it out. That's why heat kills it. So if you really want to be gung-ho, you missed everything. There's definitely going to be, if you actually touch something, there's a good chance you're going to transport it to your car. Steering wheel, 107, sitting there right now. So just drive with your heat on max. And if there is any remnants or something in there, it's not going to instantly kill it, but in your time of driving there, there's a good chance it will kill it. That's the thing that makes it not last that long on stuff. All the tests are done at room temperature. I'm not at room temperature. That glove's at 150, 160 right now. It's jumping around because I'm moving around. And I used that. And when I pulled it off, I put it in. All right, so I ran out of space on another phone. So yeah, at 160 degrees, that should kill that COVID pretty quick. I'm just going to go with a half hour is good enough. But the whole point of it is it dries it out. And that's basically what's killing it. It dries out its exoskeleton. Thank God that kills it, because some things that doesn't work out. So you're a real freak and you actually don't understand what you're doing, you probably, like a nurse did an example of it where she put, what did she put, dye or something on one of her gloves, and you just see how much you're not paying attention and how far it spreads. Or she put paint on one of them, on how far you spread it, just because you don't know what you're doing. And 90% of the people don't know what they're doing. You touch something, like you can't just say it's up here. And when you go to clean that, your hand, when you go to clean that, your whole hand doesn't clean. A normal hand, when you spread your hand across this to clean it, the only thing that's touching is this part of your fingers and maybe that part of your palm or this part of your palm. When you wipe like this, you see the gap in my hand? You're not touching the whole thing. If you ever wiped a window to wipe dust off the window, you see how many times you have to wipe it to get all the dust. So don't ever think, don't be thinking that you're going to use a wipe and you wipe this down and it's now clean. There's no way you hit everything. There's no way you hit everything. So if this actually is completely covered, which it isn't, that's the other thing, is it's just a security blanket everybody's doing. And if you understand what I'm saying and you're freaked out, just heat up the car, get the car nice and hot, get to the store, park it, the car is going to sit there hot. I mean, that's the best you can do. There's nothing else you can do. There's no way to 100% or even 95% get rid of this wherever it is. But anyway, I don't even believe that's how it's spreading. It's spreading from breathing. Breathing is how this is spreading, not by touch. I mean, some touch, but that's going to be a person that actually has symptoms and they're coughing and have it in them. It's breathing. Breathing in someone else. That's how this thing, it's a respiratory virus. That's how it's spreading. So there you go. Keep the air nice and warm. If it gets up in your nose, you're breathing in that hot air. It gets caught on your nose hair. Don't let your nose hair grow out long as hell, because that's your natural filter. Don't breathe out of your mouth. Don't be a mouth breather. Use your nose, because your nose is built to filter shit. And there you go.
I haven't done the monkey bars in a long time. And a kid in my class broke it, so.
Yeah, whatevs. Don't break your arm somehow. Somehow you're going to break your arm. You're 3 feet off the ground. Somehow you're going to break your arm. Oh my God. Are you okay? Your arm didn't even hit the ground. But is it okay?
I'm so naughty. Hey, Chuck, watch this. Nobody's here, so I can go wherever. And go walk. Walk, walk. Step, step, step. Step, 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 step. Step, 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 step. I told you I can go in it. Step, step. Try to get in a circle.